today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the NECA Toys, Simpsons 25 of the Greatest Guest Stars, Series 5, Milhouse Van Houten. Or, to further clarify, it's Milhouse Van Houten as depicting Fall Out Boy. It looks like he comes with maybe a script or a notepad, but it's nice to see Milhouse once again redonning, I suppose, the Fall Out Boy outfit. Flip around the back of the package. This is coming to us from season 15, episode 17, the episode entitled My Big Fat Geek Wedding, which was the air date of April 18th, 2014. A read-up says everything came out Milhouse when Bart's friend donned the costume of his erstwhile Radioactive Man, the movie alter ego Fall Out Boy, for the visit to the Biomon Sci-Fi Con in season 15's My Big Fat Geek Wedding. There he encountered his idol Matt Groening, who signed Milhouse's Bender doll and sent him back to obscurity as a happy kid. A happy kid, not as a happy kid. Other figures available in Series 5, we have Adam West as Mr. Plow, Matt Groening, Lenny Kravitz, Homer Simpson, Tom Petty, Bart Simpson, and finally, Stan the Man Lee. Go to www.necaonline.com if you guys want to check out the other properties, the other toys, and other collectibles the folks over at NECA Toys are producing. That being said, Spot's going to take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at Milhouse Van Houten as Fall Out Boy. There's more anyway, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Immediately getting Milhouse out of packaging, you can really see how small of a character he is. Now, he has been released. This isn't one of those cases where NECA approached a figure that had never been released before. Technically, Playmates had already released a Fall Out Boy. If you ask me, and I have a certain more bias towards NECA, I really think NECA nailed it a lot better. Now, granted, this figure is much older, and much newer, I should say, than the original Playmates version, but I think this one really captures Milhouse as Fall Out Boy. His one accessory is what looks to be like a little pad. You can put it into his hand. It doesn't really fit into his hand very well, as his hands are more flat-palmed. You kind of have to just wedge it into his hand like something like that. And though I know it's not quite the same episode, seeing Milhouse in Fall Out Boy attire really makes me think I want to see a Rainier Wolfcastle as Radioactive Man, and get the two of them side by side. Yes, I know, Playmates had already done it, but I'd love to see NECA take their spin on it as well. Just for a size comparison, let's reach off camera and bring in Bart Simpson so you can see the differences between the two. They're roughly, give or take, roughly about the same size, but as you know, Milhouse ended up getting the actual casting of Fall Out Boy, because apparently I think he was a little taller than Bart. Though figure form, it looks like Bart is a little bit taller, but again, it's just more, I guess, because of his hair, more so. The coloring of yellow is roughly about the same between the two figures as well. It doesn't look like there's not much of a departure in the color yellow, at least in the cases of the two figures here. Putting Bart to the side, and you know what? Let's bring in like Adam West, just again so you can see the differences in sizes between, Fall Out Boy and Adam West. Put this to the side. You can really see, though, how this series of figures is probably some of my personal favorites. NECA has nailed it for other Simpsons characters, and every season, every series of Simpsons, we keep getting, at least, in my opinion at least, we get one or two characters that I really love a lot. And Series 5 could be probably the best season, or series, I keep saying season, best series of Simpsons to date. We get a regular outfit Bart, we got Adam West, we got Stan the Man Lee, and of course Fall Out Boy. This is a set that you definitely would want to be picking up. By the way, in the way of his articulation, and if you do also are wondering, his glasses are not removable, they're sculpted into his face. But in the way of his articulation, his head does rotate all the way around, his arms do rotate back and forth, and finally he has a swivel in the waist. Although the waist doesn't really move all that much, probably due to the fact that it more is attached to the cape, I think, which is the bigger issue. Cape is somewhat a separate piece, though again affixed to his shoulders, so you can't remove it or anything like that. He's a great figure. Just seeing Milhouse here, just iconic as he could be as Fallout Boy. Really want to see a Rainier Wolfcastle, you know, a radioactive man. It probably may not necessarily happen, as though this, you know, this line is really geared more towards celebrities, but Rainier Wolfcastle is technically a celebrity in the Simpsons world, so maybe, you never know, they might opt to release him in as a radioactive man. Still a fantastic figure Milhouse is. Very glad to add him to my collection. Today's Toy Spot, we were continuing our looks at the Simpsons 25 of the Greatest Guest Stars Series 5. We're having a look today at, well, we were looking at Radioactive, Fallout Boy from the Radioactive Man comic and movie, but we were looking at Milhouse Van Houten. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.